Hey, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So what I'm bringing for you guys today is a game called Rage 2. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Rage, made by Bethesda. This is the second game. It came out 2 days ago. And right now I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Firestorm pistol or revolver, which personally I find to be one of the cooler weapons in the game. There's a bunch of different weapons and upgrades and stuff like that. I'll be doing a bunch of videos on it as well, and I'll go in detail more of that. But right now I'm just going to be showing you the location, how to get it, and why it's unique. Now this vendor just comes around once in a while. You can talk to this dude. At this point, I wasn't going towards the ARK on purpose. I just happened to walk towards it, and then I saw that there was an ARK there, and I ended up exploring it and finding this revolver.
Are we really speaking like this?
Well, of course.
So I will show you guys the map. I know at the beginning I flashed the map a little bit, but I will show you guys in detail the location. And also, if you don't know, I mean, if you haven't played the game, you probably wouldn't know, you can summon your vehicle or call in your vehicle, and you can also repair it like this. So I'm just gonna be calling the vehicle, driving a little bit to get to the location.
And feeling good.
Found an ARK. Check.
There you go. So I found the ARK, just like I said, and this is the location of the ARK. It's on the left side of the map. It's pretty easy to find if you want to know the exact location. I mean, I know I'm showing it here, but just look at the roads. You can sort of make out exactly where it is, even if it's not on the map for you, because it won't be unless you get close. But it's called the Dank Catacomb ARK, and it does have a difficulty of 7, so this is not for right off the bat unless you think you can take them. I wasn't extremely high level either, or there's not really leveling this game, but I didn't have the best loot either. I was able to take it on pretty easily. So I mean, it depends on what difficulty you're on, but you know, going here right off the bat might not be the best idea. Come at least decently prepared, I guess. But you're gonna go through this ARK, just clear out all the enemies however you want to. I personally use the pistol because of some of the attachments, like the hair trigger. I can pretty much fire at whatever speed I want to, as long as I'm clicking fast enough. So ARKs, you usually want to clear out all the enemies, and once you do that, you're gonna go into this little room. It's actually right to my right. It's locked off until you clear out the enemies. This is a ground pound. I'll probably make a video on how to get that, because I think it's one of the better abilities in the game. Now what I'm using right now is Overdrive. It is a core element of the game. I'm not really doing reviews, so I'm not going to go too much in detail of it, but it pretty much makes you go insane, boosts your health, boosts your damage, gives guns different abilities even. Like you'll see with the Firestorm Revolver, you'll see it has a completely different feel to the gun. It does completely different things. So this is the last enemy, I believe. I'm gonna blow him up, and he still survives somehow. I can see his head poking a little bit, but okay, I'm just gonna go up and get him. Use my wing stick. Beautiful. So this is the ARK, and you just have to focus on it, and then the ARK will come down, and the weapon will just be right there. So this is how you get the weapon. It will go over instructions for you, like a little tutorial, and I think it's pretty cool how they do this. You'll see what I mean in a second, but then I'm gonna go around killing things and show you all of its abilities. So I'm going to go over the little tutorial.
That is the Firestorm Revolver. It is effective at any range and can combust enemies at will.
So like she said, the revolver is good at any range. It doesn't have any drop. You can't scope in with it though, because your scope is actually the snap of your fingers, which activates the, I guess, the flames. So you shoot them, you can lock onto them. It's pretty much like a mine, or you detonate it. And that's why this pistol is so special, because it's not really based on just aim. It's based on strategy, predicting your enemy's movements. Sometimes I'll lay out a bunch in front of me and wait for them to charge at me so I can use it. Now we have the Overdrive, and as you can see with the gun and Overdrive combined, it instantly explodes your bullets on impact and does a lot of damage. The AoE is really nice as well. But once your overdrive goes away, you're back to just snapping your fingers and detonating it that way. What I do for the rest of the video is really going around killing enemies, showing different ways you can kill them, how much damage it does, if it works against bosses,
Meteor.
just a bunch of things. So it does have a decent hit range in terms of when it explodes. It can hit people from further than you might think. Like this guy, this shield dude right here, it's really useful against them because usually it would just, bullets would bounce off the shield. But with the flame, if you shoot it below his feet, it will light him on fire and he'll die. So it's useful for enemies that normally you wouldn't be able to hit, but with the flames, you can light them on fire. Another thing we do with this weapon is you can put it on one enemy and wait for them to join the group, so that instead of just lighting that person on fire, you can light the entire group with one ammo. Although my shots from this distance aren't perfect, because it has a decent hit range, I'm able to light them on fire from this range. And also for normal enemies, it usually takes 1 to 2 complete shots. What I mean by complete is the flame finishes, burning their body, whatever. That's all it takes to kill an enemy usually. For bosses, they'll take a bunch more, but you'll see towards the end of this video me taking on a boss with the thing, and it does do a decent amount of damage to the boss, surprisingly. One problem with this gun is that the ammo is not very common in the beginning areas, or even the end areas. You'll find some locations with Diablo ammo, that's the ammo you use for this gun, but it's not very common. So you're going to want to be very cautious with how much you use in a battle. But as you can see here, I only used a couple bullets and I was able to light almost everyone here on fire. And like I said, these guys didn't die in one shot, but with this second round of ammo, I'm able to light them all on fire again, pretty much, and they're going to burn to death. It also looks really nice, just being able to snap your fingers. Ooh, you gotta be careful there. I actually shot the barrier and I would have lit myself on fire. Just like an explosion from a grenade, these rounds, or these pistol rounds, Diablo rounds, whatever you want to call them, they do damage, they inflict damage to your characters, so you're not going to want to shoot too close to yourself, or else you'll be killing yourself in the process, so you're going to be careful with that.
Gotta get across.
In this situation, right here, there's a bridge, and you're going to have a bunch of guys trying to cross this bridge in a second once I open it up a little bit. And you're going to see why I love this pistol so much, or why it's so useful. So, you're going to have a giant group coming towards you, right? And you can only, one bullet could have done it. I just overused it a little bit so that I can make sure to hit. But then I'm shooting them up ahead of me, and then they're running into it because it's a bridge, and I know they have to run that direction. And yeah, it's like setting traps, and then just bang, get off my bridge, boy. So you're going to have these guys as well. And you're able to take out groups a lot more efficiently than most guns. Like with an assault rifle, you can have to do individually, but with this gun, you can eliminate large groups just with a couple bullets if you're careful. And the reason I shot that person and didn't finish them is because if they ran into the group towards the end of my snap, it's just going to do more damage. You can see how many people I lit on fire with just a couple bullets. And then with the overdrive, you're able to eliminate everyone in your way pretty easily. This gun is also really cool, as you can see. Just snapping your fingers and having people explode around you is such a good feeling. Look at that. There are a lot of people here. Everyone's dead now, really. Another thing you can do with this gun is snapping mid-air when you shoot the bullet. So right when you shoot it, you snap and it will blow up in the air. It does not have to go on a surface of something or attach to someone. You can blow it up mid-air so that if there's a group ahead of you and you just want to make sure to hit them, you can just snap and they'll all die. See, I'm trying to do that right here. Even though I didn't really do it correctly. I hit the guy before I snapped. There is a tiny bit of a, you have a cooldown when you shoot and you have to snap. There's, maybe a fourth of a second, so you're going to want to think about that before doing it. Now this is a boss. These guys, in order to kill them, you got to shoot their front, and then they'll be vulnerable to the back. So right now I'm just shooting as much as I can onto the two back things. If I was in Overdrive, this guy would have surely been dead. But even without Overdrive, I'm doing a lot of damage to this guy. well, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, then please hit the like button, sub if you haven't already subbed, and turn notification bell on if you want to see more of these videos, because I am planning to do a bunch more in Rage, and if you have any ideas, then please let me know. Anyway guys, that is it. Thank you for watching. Peace.